Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakha Kodash. I want to give double honors to the apostles, to the elders, the great millstone. Peace, love, honors, and salutation to the hopeful elect that are out there doing the work in truth and in sincerity. Shalom to you. Why don't we talk about all that we know through prophecy that's happening right now in Babylon the Great. All that we know through prophecy, through the scriptures, through the prophecy, through the prophecies, we understand that, and we've been teaching it, that there's a digital system that this man is trying to accomplish. We've always taught that. Ever since my time in the camp, I've been teaching that, because that was one of the first prophecies that I learned coming to this truth was the MOTB. And also, the third chapter, which that's another lesson. And even back then, 10 plus years ago, 10, 11, 12 plus years ago, we saw it. We were able to see it, that this is where this man was going. And one of the big reasons is we had faith. We had faith that this was it for this man. All right? We had faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai that these prophecies were true. And as the scriptures say, without faith, it's impossible to please him. So now we are on the verge of a digital society. 15-minute cities. You see China. One social credit score. That's why they're trying to do like a universal income thing. And that's another thing we were teaching. The universal income thing that they're trying to pull. But the way they're going to do it is it's going to be almost like China. Everybody has a social credit score. And going back to what, Aaron Russo said, and we also had a lot of proof that this is where they was going. And that Aaron Russo documentary, which I think they're trying to say now that dude Nick Rockefeller didn't exist, that interview ain't, come on, man. So right now, we're seeing this digital system manifested. All right. Now the scriptures also spoke about a famine. A great famine would be in Egypt, right? And now I believe they're saying that for the entire month of November, there's not going to be any EBT, any food stamps. And these devils, they do these things around the time where people will, really gather and require a lot of food. What's in November? Here it goes, Thanksgiving. All right, you already got, black women crashing out, incriminating themselves online, speaking about, how they're going to rob and steal, because they don't have any EBT. Now, man, this is beautiful. I got to re-upload this lesson that I did when I went into that chapter, Isaiah 32, and 9. You go into the commentary, it's basically telling you that, it says, rise up, ye careless daughters that are at ease, many days out the year. Many days and years shall ye be troubled. But really, the translation is many days throughout a year shall ye be troubled. All right? So it's going to come a time where these things is going to happen. These women are going to lose those goodies, which this is another thing we've been prophesying about, man, that they're going to cut off your food stamps. We've been prophesying that. All right? And when you go through it, the scholars tell you that it was the the enemy that was rewarding these women, and that one day that the enemy would cut off, those rewards. So it says, many days throughout the year shall you be troubled, tremble ye careless women, and lament for the teats, for the gathering shall not come. Right, so your gathering isn't coming. Your gathering is your harvest, what you reap from what you sowed in the field. All right, there will be a time to harvest all of that. So the scriptures tell you that harvest is not coming, and the modern day harvest will be what? In this situation, your check, your little first of the month check. Wake up, it's the first of the month. Get up, catch it, So we warned you people about that, man. We warned you. And it's crazy because everybody just think we're fucking nuts. Oh, look at them crazy niggas online talking about they the Jews. Because you guys don't know anything, man. You guys don't know anything. Especially you Christians in the church. You don't know a damn thing. You don't know one prophecy. What are you singing and dancing in the church for? What's the end all be all to that? One day, everybody's going to get beamed up into heaven? That's fucking stupid. Because everybody can't, enjoy the kingdom. And that shows you they don't read the scriptures, man. Because when you read the book of Luke, I believe it's the 16th chapter, with Lazarus and the rich man, what did the Lord say? There was a great gulf fixed between us, man. So they can't come over to us and we can't go over to them. Meaning they can't enjoy our blessing. This is their kingdom. Read the book of Judges, man. All these heathens had their kingdom at one time. And what did they all do? Put hell on Israel. Put hell on us. Read the book of Judges. Just go ahead and read the book of Judges, man. And the children of Israel was delivered out of the hands of this king. The children of Israel was delivered out of the hands of that king. All these nations chose to put hell on us, man. So this is another prophecy that we've been reading, and we've been telling you people that we're going to be the ones to rule in the kingdom of heaven, man. All right? We're going to be the ones to be in rulership, man. And we're going to have all these other nations in captivity. And that's according to the prophecy. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. And there's all sorts of scriptures, which I was reading last night. What was it? Proverbs, darn it, man. Was it the 5th chapter? I believe it was the 5th chapter. And it was just going into that, one day. Now I got to get the scripture. Lord willing, I put it, in post-production. But it basically, I put in my description slide. Basically, it was speaking about, our rest. How that there's going to come a time where we're going to rest. And the Lord's going to be, have his foot on the necks of our enemies. I'm going to get that scripture, though. But it's a beautiful thing that's happening. Because a lot of Jake is waking up to the fact that, these Israelite guys was right. They were right the whole time. And that's why that so-called Jew, she said that the biggest threat to the Israelis is not Hamas, it's the young black youth in America. One would say, what the hell did we do to you? Besides waking up to our nationality, that's what we did. We woke up to who we are, and we started proclaiming it. But I only have like 10 minutes of recording space. I'm at 9:41, so Lord willing, I gotta delete some stuff off my phone. Lord willing, this is edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Racha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, to the elders of Great Millstone. Peace, love, honors, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.